Hey guys, Mr. T-Bones here. Rational numbers, non-terminating decimals, and percents, fractions with negative exponents. Kind of a lot. Get your mental math problem solving. So, a number that's terminating is a definite number, okay? It has a endpoint, 5, okay? There's nothing after it. You can have zeros, but those don't matter. Non-terminating but repeating, okay, is a number that if you try to do the math for, you would be doing it forever, okay? It just keeps going. 1 over 3 is a great example, or 2 over 3 is a great example. Here they show that the 0.09 continues to repeat. Okay. Now keep in mind you need to have the bar is over both the 0 and the 9. Okay. Whereas with 0.333 repeating, you just have it over one of the 3's. You could have it 0.3 repeating, same deal. That's 1 over 3, or 3 goes into 1, goes into it 3 times, 9, there's another 1, you know, and you quickly do the same thing over and over and over again, okay? So that'd be 0.3 repeating. Sometimes for decimals we show it at like this, to show kind of the 66% is important. You know, that's what we wanted. It's fine. The 2/3 just means it keeps going forever. We round it up to 0.667 because that's basically close enough. Okay. In the real world, very few numbers just keep going forever. It's really a trick of our base system, which is why in the standard base, when we're doing measures with inches and feet, things go up to 12 because they're more divisible by 3 and by 4, so they're a little bit easier to do the math for. But it is a trick of our math system, not necessarily something we really see in the real world as much. Express 16 2/3 as a reduced fraction and as a decimal. Okay, so 16 2/3 as a reduced fraction as a decimal, so reducing it, they are turning it into 16/100. I don't know, a reduced fraction? Oh, they're just trying to show you the oh, so that is a percent. So this is already basically a decimal. 0.16 repeating. Okay, that's what okay, so yeah, so you have to turn it into a fraction. So you turn it into 50 over 3 times that by 100, and that gets you 1/6. And then from there you can do the rest of the math. Okay? You can even do 6 goes into 1 to get that 1.16. Okay. Arrange these numbers in order from least to greatest. Okay. So 83 and 1/3 is obviously greater than 0.83, and then you could divide 4 by 5 to see what you get there. Okay. All right. Let's see. Now over here, incumbent received 41 and 2/3 of the 1260 votes. I mean, you can't receive 2/3 of a vote, so it's not a real world example though, because you can't actually have. They received a definite amount of votes. That's the problem. I don't know. This real world example sucks because they didn't receive an infinite fraction of a vote. That's not a real thing. All right, they do walk you through it relatively well here. So hopefully that helps. All right, so the problems 1 through 29 odd on your written practice, and then on the practice set I will go through and work on those with you here. So try them on your own. If If you get stuck, come on back and I will be going through them. Okay. So convert each fraction to a decimal and a percent. So starting off, I did this one earlier, 3 over 1, 0.0, that gets you the 0.3 repeating. Okay, so as a decimal, it's 0.3 repeating. As a fraction, it's 33 1/3%. So 5/6. Go ahead and do 6 divided by 5. Okay. It doesn't go into it, so you do the 0.0. 6 goes into 5. 8 times? Yeah, 8 goes into 6. 48. There's 2. The 0 comes down. 6 goes into that 3 times. That's 18. There's that 2. A 0 comes down. Okay, 0 goes down. 6 goes into 22. 3 times. 18. So you see what's happening now. So 0.83 repeating. Okay, so now you'd say 83 5/6% is the percent. The decimal is 0.83 repeating. Just the repeating under the 3. The 8 is not repeating. 11 into 2. Okay, the 0.0. Once 9, 0 comes down here. 11 goes into it 8 times. Okay, that gives me 88. Drop 2. And now I'm right back where I started, so I can go ahead and say that is going to repeat forever. Okay, so 0.18 repeating, or 18 2/11%. This is how I like to do it. Slightly different how they did it. Convert each percentage to a fraction and then a decimal. Okay. Well, 66 2/3. That one is just going to be 2/3. I mean, I know that, but you could do 3 over 2. 0.0 goes into it. 6 times gives you 18. And then you get 2, and then you just know that it's the same. So that's decimal. As a fraction, you could do, I mean, it's just that fraction, 2/3. Okay. Over here, this one might be a little different. The 8 is confusing me, so let's go ahead and do 8 1/3 over 100, the way they want you to do it, right? So now we're going to do 8 times 3 is 24, 25, so 25 over 3. And we do, they have it right here, right? So 1 over 100, okay? So very similar. You can cross multiply, turn this into a 1 and this into a 4. So 1 over 12 is going to be your answer there. I think. You can fact check that by doing 12 divided by 1. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Oh, yeah, it does. Okay. Yeah, 12 goes into 1 0 times. Come in. Sorry, 1 second.
I'm a little bit early.
Okay. And then from here, you can go ahead and, so it's another 0, another 0, and now it goes into it 8 times. 8 times 12 is 8. So 96. Then you have a 4. 0 comes down. And you just go through. Okay. So that works. Let's see. F is 22 2/9. So you can do the same sort of deal. 22 times 9 is So 198. So plus 2, so that's 200 over 9. And then we're timesing that by 100 over 1. Turn that into a 2 and that into a 1. So that's just 2/9 again, just like here. Okay. Arrange in order from least to greatest. So 6 goes into 1, 0. 6 goes into 40. 6 times 36. There's the 4 again. So it's 0.16 repeating. So that'd be 6, 6. So the greatest is here, and that's the smallest. So 16%, and then 0.165, and then 1/6. Arrange in order from least to greatest. We just did that. The bill for the meal was $24. Dario left a tip of 16 2/3. He didn't though. I mean, yeah, whatever. How much was the tip? This is such a stupid thing, but whatever. 24 over 1. Let's see, so we do the 16 times 3, 48, 49, 50. So 50 over 3. I'm sorry, that's 1/24. Wait, am I missing? Let's see, $24. I guess I'll turn it into a fraction first. So 50 goes into it once, and it goes into it twice. So 1/6. Okay, so you got 1/6 here. I guess I could have just looked up there. So 1/6 times 24. 6 goes into 24. $4. So you see, you left $4. Simplify those guys. -3. Did we talk about this? Oh yeah, here. So this guy here, just right up here. So flip it. So 2 times the power of 3 is 2, 4, what is it, 8? So for I. For J, we have 100, and that's 2/3 for K. Alright, that's it for you guys. Have a good one. Bye.